We don't promote positive and ownership of your company. I'm making it cool to be smart.
On signing artists and being a CEO of a label. Like, I'm gonna get old one day. I ain't trying to be on stage like Boosie rapping when he 40, 50 years old. I ain't trying to be doing that. I want to pull up like Birdman with my artists, or pull up like QCP with my artists, or you know the other side. You know, all them old, you know, say their name. I don't care, but I don't answer to nobody but God. You hear me? I do not answer to nobody but God. So this tongue right here, this shit might say some shit that you probably just be like, oh, so tripping. I don't answer to nobody but God. So, and then I'm gonna say some pious shit. I'm gonna do the right thing by the people. I ain't gonna say no old bad shit. But I might slip and say some shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, the now, Boosie. Now, I ain't around them motherfuckers putting all our business on no motherfucking internet. Like, it ain't been times where you done sent your girl over there and got money from Pakistan for free. Not for no features, not for no verses. Just because you needed it when you were building that big house out there and you was spending all your goddamn money and you were out of town and you needed help. Don't act like I ain't help you while you coming on the internet. I ain't never told the world none of this type of shit. What I have done for you.
What's going on with all my billionaires out there? This the guy Hoods Billionaire. Welcome to Hoods Billionaire TV. Big favor, big abundance. It's cool to be smart. On today's episode, we're gonna be talking about the Boosie and Ralo beef. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, man. I hate to see two black men going at it, man. When is we gonna stop this? This just something that can probably be just a good conversation. We can squash this out. But man, since it's on the news, man, let's talk about it, man. Hip hop news. We gonna report it. We gonna cover it. We gonna speak on it. So Ralo, pretty much threw a jab at Boosie, man, saying that he didn't want to rap until he was 40 or 50 like Boosie. You know what I mean? You know, knowing that was a direct shot. You know, he said he want to be like Birdman and QCP coming with his artists, right? Which, I mean, that's pretty much a shot at Boosie, right? And we all know that Ralo and Boosie, they've been beefing since Boosie called him a snitch. You know what I'm saying? They said he was snitching and working with the people, even though, you know, it's pretty much been dispelled that Ralo never snitched or told on nobody. Ralo never snitched on nobody. 1090 Jake broke down the paperwork. Essentially, Ralo tried to pay a guy to lie and say he was the real plug, and it wasn't Ralo, and he was gonna take the case. That's all that happened. And when there's a misconception of the part where that dude, whoever that was clout chasing, chopped up that audio and had Ralo saying, you know, I had to make it juicy for him. That's a misconception. That's not when people was like, they were making it like he had to give up more people. When he said he had to make it juicy for him, he was saying that he had to tell a lot of lies, and they had to make the story that the other guy was the plug. They had to make it juicy. They had to make it like it was real. Like, oh, he really be getting the bricks, and they really come from here, and he really the guy. He really the one that's doing. He was saying he had to make it juicy for him in that standpoint. I don't have a dog in the fight. I just don't like when stuff isn't accurate. That's what Ralo was saying when he was saying I had to make it juicy for him. He was saying that he had to add on additional stuff to the person that he was paying to take the case for him. You know what I mean? To make it juicy, to make it like the guy was really doing it, right? But the feds, when they have a case against you, they already know. Like, when they get you, they already know. So, I mean, it was like they wasn't going for that. They like, bro, we know that's cap. We know that's not real. We know you the guy. We know you the one. You might as well go on and plead out. You feel what I'm saying? That's why he ended up doing 5 years. It was just weed. I mean, all he had was a weed case. They didn't catch him with no heroin or nothing like that, or, you know what I'm saying? None of that type of stuff. No, you know, pills, nothing. He just caught a weed case. You know what I'm saying? He got caught with whatever. There was like 400-500 bowls on that jet. So, you know, doing 5 years in the feds and being okay. I mean, that's what come with a weed case of that magnitude. You feel what I'm saying? So, Boosie, you know, I don't know where he heard that from, or, you know, I don't know what his intention was behind that. I don't know if Boosie was on his internet stuff, clout chasing. I don't know if he really feel like that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be honest, that's selective politicking, because essentially BG, and I love BG, but he did the same thing. He paid a guy to take a case for him. He paid a guy to say, hey, I'm the one that did this. I'm the one that, I'm the person that who really it was, who got, I think it was a weapons charge. I think the dude was paid to do, say the weapon man or whatever drugs they found was his. And, that was what happened. You know what I'm saying? So Ralo attempted to do the same thing, just, and that's pretty much what happened. So, really, I really feel like Boosie, this kind of like what Yella Beezy was talking about when it was some Dallas business with Mo 3, and Mo 3 ended up, getting unalived, and he went to Dallas like he was, on a different type of time, and ended up getting shot. And Yella Beezy was saying, man, that, this Dallas business, you think you finna come to, our backyard and call some shots? I think it's kind of like the same thing in Atlanta, too. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if I'm just gonna be honest, once again, I don't have a dog in the fight. That's Atlanta business. Even if he was snitching, that's Atlanta business. That's not none of y'all, your business. You shouldn't even really get involved in that. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like Boosie shouldn't have got involved in it, but he did, and he spoke on it. He spoke how he felt. Now, we know his paperwork out there on QCP, right? We know his paperwork out there on QCP. You know what I'm saying? It's verified. It's not even up for debate. And that's not no knock on QCP, because I don't care about none of this, bro. Like, I'm big on, like, if you did a crime with somebody, and y'all both get caught, and you tell on that person to get less time, that's snitching. You know what I'm saying? And, only reason I don't like that is because as a man, bro, you gotta accept your responsibilities for the things that you've done. You see what I'm saying? You don't put it off on nobody else. You keep your chin high and your chest out, and you go through it. You feel what I'm saying? But QCP, we know he told on the guy, you know what I'm saying, that came and robbed him, and he, you know what I'm saying, he told on him. T.I., he did the Crime Stoppers. It's always been alleged that he was telling. And then as soon as Boosie tried to say something about him, Tip wasn't having that, and they was going back and forth, and Boosie let that go. You know what I'm saying? Because those relationships mean more. T.I. relationship mean more. QCP relationship mean more to him. You see what I'm saying? Than Ralo relationship. So I guess he probably saw, if people turn on Ralo, let me jump on the bandwagon. I don't know. I don't know what that is. But whatever it is, I feel like they need to squash it before it get out of control. Because they both got power and they both got control. You see what I'm saying? And it ain't no need for this to go negative. Boosie already fighting a Fed case. The feds want you, like, you need to be trying to get as many allies as possible, man, and leave all that other stuff alone. And then once again, that's Atlanta business. That is Atlanta business. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, you need to just leave that one alone, Boosie. You got a lot of your own stuff to worry about. You feel what I'm saying? And it's not really no. And then, people getting on Ralo like, man, Boosie do what he love. I agree with that. Boosie rapping till he, in his 40s and 50s. I mean, what's wrong with that? You know what I'm saying? Every other genre, as guys, as they get older, they still rapping. So I don't have no problem with that. Boosie, a Southern legend, and he got classics, and people always gonna want to see that. So if he getting 30, 40, 50, 60,000 a show, you know what I'm saying, to go do, and he say you stay booked up throughout the week, why not go get that money? You see what I'm saying? Why not go get that money? So I see both sides of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna knock Boosie for getting his money because he in high demand. But at the same time, I'm not finna knock Ralo either for saying he'd rather be like Birdman or QCP, where I'm just a boss. Probably like Slim from Cash Money. Slim got more money than Birdman. You know what I mean? I believe. So that's what I'm saying. Some guys, they okay with just being the guy in the background and just being a boss. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of them guys. I really don't have to be seen like that. I really don't. I don't really care about being seen like that. That's not important to me like that. Like, me being successful is important. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I can play the background because I love me and I love my life. So everybody, some people like to be seen, some don't. It just all depends on what you want. You feel what I'm saying? Ralo also said that he helped Boosie. You know what I'm saying? He said, told Boosie, don't act like you ain't never had your girl come down to Pakistan and borrow some money while you was building that house and putting that house together, you know what I'm saying? Now so Ralo was saying he didn't help Boosie too and gave him money, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I just need 2 black men to squash that because y'all got a lot of power, a lot of control. People can get hurt. We don't want to see no young black men getting hurt behind no beef, behind 2 grown men. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't going to be y'all. Y'all going to be sending people. You see what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. It's the guy who's billionaire, big favor, big abundance. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. This the guy who's billionaire, big favor, big abundance. I'm gone.